Hello again. You're welcome to this episode of Kingdom Perspectives. Well, I have here with me my wife, Angie Wankudu.
In the studio today.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day, and we thank God we're excited. We just graduated from the Biola Apologetics program. I did 2 degrees. The first one was Masters in Christian Apologetics, and after finishing that, I went in for Masters in Science and Religion. My wife also just finished with the Masters in Science and Religion. Can you just share our excitement about the graduation?
We're really excited. We'd finally completed this program. It was very rigorous, very challenging, but well worth it. I can't explain the amount of excitement that is inside because of what we learned and now what we're going to be able to share with the world, with you out there that are watching.
Now, somebody was asking me, what is this science and religion, scientific apologetics? I said, in the society, if you don't listen carefully, you will not know that we have a very major stronghold in the culture. And that stronghold is a stronghold of scientism. Yes. And it's penetrating every aspect of culture, whereby people believe that science gives us the facts, while religion is just subjective, whatever you feel, and all that. So in science and religion, scientific apologetics, we put the whole matter straight, We study to be able to know how do we address the culture in the areas of science and religion, whereby religion can have equal footing with science. Yes. Because religion is as much a source of knowledge as science, and science has its limitations. But the popular culture, the general public, do not know that science has its limitations. So they just take it that once a scientist says something, it's more like even above God speaking. So that's the culture we are in today. So in scientific apologetics, we study and learn how to counter those kind of ideologies that place science above religion and that place scientific statements as facts, even when they are not facts yet. They have not been proven yet. So today we are rejoicing because we are not only just teaching you and bringing the gospel through apologetics to you and to the world, but we are being equipped more to do better. Yeah. So rejoice with us and pray for us, because now we got to get down to business of doing more independent study and writing, and then.
Yes, we have books coming out.
That's right.
There's a lot on the horizon.
Thank you. God bless you. So, what are we talking about today?
Today we're going to get into our fundraiser. We've got a really important project on the table, and we want to tell you about it.
Yeah, for a couple of weeks or even a month now, you've been, seeing some episodes we've done on fundraising, and today we're doing it in a different way. We're bringing in different departments and different ministries under God's Family Missionary Movement to speak about our operations in those arms of the ministry. So please relax, sit back, and we'll bring you some of those coordinators and head of departments of those ministries to speak about what we do in those ministries. God bless you as you watch.
From the towering heights of Denali to some of the largest and most beautiful forests in the world, Alaska is a place of beauty filled with wonder and awe. Yet even the beauty of the auroras cannot help recover the spiritual darkness that covers the land. It's a place where people go to get away from the busyness of the city to the beauty of the great outdoors, but it's also a place where people are running from the presence of God. Though it is blessed in natural resources, the land is spiritually barren, and those who have labored in its vineyards have toiled with little to show for their work. Awaken, Alaska, it's time to arise. The fallow ground must be broken and the strongholds of the enemy removed from off the land. Alaska should no longer rank among the highest in the nation for suicide, alcoholism, or incest. It's time to revive Alaska, revive. We, the churches of Alaska, are asking you to come and help us. Whether it's the giving of your time, prayer, talents, or resources, we need your help. We need foot soldiers on the ground and prayer warriors on their knees to help us fulfill the great mandate to reverse the spiritual landscape in Alaska from 70% non-religious to 70% Christian for the glory of God. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Partner with us today. Visit revivealaska.org. Every second that goes by is another soul that is lost. Pray with us. Partner with us. Visit revivealaska.org. Every second counts. Don't delay. Visit www.revivealaska.org today.
We're going to be bringing in our head of departments and ministry leaders, the different arms of God's Family Missionary Movement. The first of which will be Minister Sherilyn Stone to talk about God's Family Church, Alaska.
God's Family Church is a missionary church. We are making disciples, nurturing, training, and equipping them to carry the gospel to all parts of Alaska and all over the world. For instance, locally, we've gone out into the community hosting events including prayer tents, family fun days, and the like, where people come out for food, fun, and to receive prayer. Many lives have been changed through these outreaches. On a grander scale, we have missionaries deployed all over the world. Most recently, we sent missionaries to Mexico on a short-term mission trip where the power of God moved mightily through them. Many were saved and lives were transformed. We are excited about what God is doing. We are making disciples and transforming lives, but to do more, we need your support. Please give your best gift today toward our new building fund so we can do more. Thank you.
Amen.
God's Family Church, Anchorage, Alaska. Are you in Anchorage and looking for a church? We want to invite you to a place where you can be saved, discipled, and deployed. God's Family Church meets every Sunday at 11 a.m. at the Megan Room, 6591 A Street in Anchorage, Alaska, off of C Street in Dowling. For more information, visit godsfamilyalaska.org. That's godsfamilyalaska.org.
The next arm of the ministry that we're going to call now is our outreach ministry here in Alaska. Minister Jennifer Smith is going to talk about Revive Alaska Outreach. Minister Jennifer Smith.
Thank you. The statistics show that in Alaska, the population is 70% non-religious. Only 15% are actually Christians, and Revive Alaska Outreach seeks to change those statistics. We want there to be 70% that are Christian. And we plan on doing that through unity amongst pastors and churches, corporate spiritual warfare, strategic evangelism, and corporate community services. Each year, we host an annual statewide 40-day prayer and fasting event in which we meet in different churches weekly around the city. At the end of the fast, we host a 2-day conference in which all Christians are invited to come and pray in the manner which they are used to. In the summer, we host the Multicultural Kingdom Festival, in which we invite the corporate body as a whole to come out and represent to the community of Anchorage. This year, we had 10 different churches come out and put up tents with their church information, and they also helped to feed the community that were there. We want to be able to plan more community events like this, but we need to have an adequate facility in which to do so. Any donation that you make today will ensure that we are able to obtain this property. We thank you in advance.
From the towering heights of Denali to some of the largest and most beautiful forests in the world, Alaska is a place of beauty filled with wonder and awe. Yet even the beauty of the auroras cannot help recover the spiritual darkness that covers the land. It's a place where people go to get away from the busyness of the city to the beauty of the great outdoors, but it's also a place where people are running from the presence of God. Though it is blessed in natural resources, the land is spiritually barren, and those who have labored in its vineyards have toiled with little to show for their work. Awaken, Alaska, it's time to arise. The fallow ground must be broken and the strongholds of the enemy removed from off the land. Alaska should no longer rank among the highest in the nation for suicide, alcoholism, or incest. It's time to revive Alaska, revive. We, the churches of Alaska, are asking you to come and help us. Whether it's the giving of your time, prayer, talents, or resources, we need your help. We need foot soldiers on the ground and prayer warriors on their knees to help us fulfill the great mandate to reverse the spiritual landscape in Alaska from 70% non-religious to 70% Christian for the glory of God. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Partner with us today. Visit revivealaska.org. Every second that goes by is another soul that is lost. Pray with us. Partner with us. Visit revivealaska.org. Every second counts. Don't delay. Visit www.revivealaska.org today.
One of the leaders, Minister Carmen Wanos, is the president of Wisdom Club, University of Alaska, Anchorage.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Wisdom Club is the on-campus arm of Wisdom Apologetics. It was conceived to provide a place where students who are fresh from high school, who are, leaving the youth group, have a place where they can ask the tough questions that maybe weren't answered during the course of their life in church. Because there is a terrible statistic right now of people going away to college and basically being talked out of their faith because they don't really have a foundation, because they don't really have a solid foundation upon which to answer questions or even ask themselves questions. Or, there's been situations where they've approached their church and asked the tough questions, but they didn't really have an apologist on site or anyone who could really delve into those things with them. So we want to provide a place where they can come, ask the tough questions, discuss things. We have resources. We've talked about science, philosophy, ethics, a whole variety of different topics. And sometimes we just field general questions. After we have a speaker present on their topic, there's a Q&A portion where they can ask those questions that have been on their minds. So I'm here today because we have a building project and we need a place from which to run the Wisdom Club. Our main offices will be located at the headquarters of God's Family Missionary Movement, and I'm here today to seek your help to make this happen. Please consider donating to our building project so that we can continue to expand our reach and do the work that God has called us to do here in Alaska and beyond.
Amen.
The toughest mission fields are no longer the far-off places of the world. They're in our schools, our workplaces, and our neighborhoods. The social landscape has become more hazardous than the Alaskan wilderness.
Wisdom Club exists to help Christians dive into apologetics by discussing intellectual questions about the rationality of Christianity and refuting anti-Christian objections such as the problem of evil, does God exist, and other difficult questions.
Wisdom Club meets at 7 o'clock the first Tuesday of each month at UAA's Rasmussen Hall, room 117.
To find out more information about our upcoming events, connect with us on Facebook at Wisdom Club UAA.
Under Wisdom Apologetics, we have different arms. You've heard about the Wisdom Club on campuses. And then we have this broadcast, which is a Kingdom Perspectives broadcast. We also have Wisdom Academy, and my wife Angie is going to talk about Wisdom Academy.
Yes, so Wisdom Academy exists to bring Christians apologetic training, whether it's your average Christian who sits in the pew or young college students entering and they're being challenged by their professors or peers. This platform has proved very helpful. One of our college students testified that she's been able to answer challenging questions about her faith to her peers. She's been able to stand her ground. So this platform has proved very helpful. And we have to ensure that apologetics is passed on to the next generation because they're inheriting Christianity as we know it. So we're asking you to give out of your heart to our building project to help us because this will be the home of Wisdom Academy where a lot of our curricula are developed. So we just really encourage you to give to help make this impact possible.
Thank you. As you can see, this property that we're talking about is going to be a very active property. All the arms of the ministry are going to have their base in that property. The offices are going to be active 24/7 in the different areas of our ministry. Now we want to call upon the next minister that is going to talk about our Community Development Corporation. Help One, Help Another, Incorporated. Minister Felicia Collins.
Help One, Help Another, Incorporated is a community development outreach serving our local community, facilitating rehabilitation through various forms of support, aid in developing life skills, facilitate job training among individuals and families. We provide housing for individuals and their families and low-income housing as well. We also provide economic and financial support for individuals in need. Some of our testimonies are we have given financial support to individuals to go back to school. We also provided financial support to families and individuals where they come short on their monthly expenses. During one of our outreach and evangelism, we met a young lady who was on drugs. She was an alcoholic. She lost her children. She lost her driving privileges. She had stopped going to school. So we took her into our program, and through financial support, she's able to go back to school. We were able to provide housing for her, and she was able to get a job. And with our help, she was able also to get custody of her children. So we can do more at Help One, Help Another, Incorporated with your financial support. Please prayerfully consider donating to our building fund. We can provide the needed support for individuals and families in need.
God's Family Church, Anchorage, Alaska. Are you in Anchorage and looking for a church? We want to invite you to a place where you can be saved, discipled, and deployed. God's Family Church meets every Sunday at 11 a.m. at the Megan Room, 6591 A Street in Anchorage, Alaska, off of C Street in Dowling. For more information, visit godsfamilyalaska.org. That's godsfamilyalaska.org.
The next arm of the ministry we're going to talk about is God's Family Missions. We are generally a missions organization, but of course we have different arms, but we also have a specific function when it comes to going all over the world and preaching the gospel. So we bring in Minister Chibuzo Wanju to talk about God's Family Missions.
God bless you. It's an honor to talk about God's Family Missions. Our missions are targeting local churches in different areas of the world. Our missions is directed to expand the gospel of Jesus Christ, to empower missionaries and the missions in areas like Nigeria and Tanzania, India, and Pakistan. We are all over those regions and also in local areas within the United States. We are empowering men and women all over the world to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ, to spread the gospel, and to empower believers with the word of God. We want you to support us as we embark in spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ to liberate the lost and to empower Christians all over the world with the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Most recently, we sent 3 missionaries to Mexico on short-term mission trip where they embarked in evangelism in the prisons and also within the local community. We also have missionaries on long-term missions where we support them on a day-to-day basis.
From the towering heights of Denali to some of the largest and most beautiful forests in the world, Alaska is a place of beauty filled with wonder and awe. Yet even the beauty of the auroras cannot help recover the spiritual darkness that covers the land. It's a place where people go to get away from the busyness of the city to the beauty of the great outdoors, but it's also a place where people are running from the presence of God. Though it is blessed in natural resources, the land is spiritually barren, and those who have labored in its vineyards have toiled with little to show for their work. Awaken, Alaska, it's time to arise. The fallow ground must be broken and the strongholds of the enemy removed from off the land. Alaska should no longer rank among the highest in the nation for suicide, alcoholism, or incest. It's time to revive Alaska, revive. We, the Churches of Alaska, are asking you to come and help us. Whether it's the giving of your time, prayer, talents, or resources, we need your help. We need foot soldiers on the ground and prayer warriors on their knees to help us fulfill the great mandate to reverse the spiritual landscape in Alaska from 70% non-religious to 70% Christian for the glory of God. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Partner with us today. Visit revivealaska.org. Every second that goes by is another soul that is lost. Pray with us. Partner with us. Visit revivealaska.org. Every second counts. Don't delay.
The next arm of the ministry we're going to call upon is our God's Family Bible College. And to say a few words about God's Family Bible College will be Minister Larry Wanas. Minister Larry Wanas. Thank you.
I wanted to take a moment and talk to you about how the School of Discipleship has impacted my life, the Bible College at God's Family Missionary Movement. How it impacted my life was that my wife and I answered the call into ministry, and we were looking for a place to get trained up in ministry. God led us to this ministry, and as we came here, we got enrolled into the School of Discipleship. And what happened in the School of Discipleship is I thought, growing up as a Christian, that I had a pretty good footing for the gospel of Jesus Christ and what that meant in my life and how to impact others. But as I enrolled in the class, one of the classes I took was biblical illiteracy. And in biblical illiteracy, I soon found out that there was a lot of holes in my faith, my belief, my knowledge, you know. So it was a very impacting time in my life where in that class we got practical hands-on training in the Word of God. And as we graduated from the School of Discipleship, we got into the School of Ministry, and our education has continued and increased. As a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ, we're now in practical training and application. So what's amazing about that is as we're in the process, we're getting specific training and specializing in that training at that moment. We recently went on a Mexico missions trip, a team of ministers, and we got practical help as we were there. All the things that we had learned in the training, we were now implementing them. And not just that, but we were guided and trained in the process as we were in Mexico. So it's a very hands-on and practical training. We would like you to give to this building fund. By giving to this building fund, this college can continue to grow. People can be helped. People can be brought into their calling and ministry that God has given them and called them a long time ago. Now, by giving, you can help people move into their calling in this life.
God's Family Church, Anchorage, Alaska. Are you in Anchorage and looking for a church? We want to invite you to a place where you can be saved, discipled, and deployed. God's Family Church meets every Sunday at 11 a.m. at the Megan Room, 6591 A Street in Anchorage, Alaska, off of C Street in Dowling. For more information, visit godsfamilyalaska.org. That's godsfamilyalaska.org.
Thank you for watching this episode of Kingdom Perspectives. As you have noticed and seen through the broadcasts, you would have known all the arms of the ministry. So when we're calling for donation for the building project, it's not just one ministry, it's like several ministries in one that are going to use the same property. So we have, efficiency of ministry going out of that one property. Therefore, we call you to come and support this project. And after that, we also need you to support our ministry on an ongoing basis, whereby you can become one of our KP partners. You will see the information on the screen. At the end of this broadcast, our announcers will announce on how you can become a KP partner and the things we offer for partnership. God bless you as you keep watching Kingdom Perspectives broadcasts. My wife has a word or two to add to that.
Yeah, thank you, because your support helps make this broadcast possible and all the ministry endeavors that we have on hand. We hope to expand, so we invite you to give, and we also invite you to continue watching. You're a blessing to us, so thank you.
And thank you again, and God bless you. See you next time.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Schmid, and this is Carmen Juanes. We just want to take the time right now to personally thank you for tuning into our broadcast today. We hope that you were enriched by the content. Kingdom Perspectives is a brand new broadcast of wisdomapologetics.com, the apologetics arm of our ministry, God's Family Missionary Movement in Anchorage, Alaska. We are excited to announce to you a unique opportunity to become a KP founding partner.
We are currently offering the first 1,000 partners that reach out and commit to a one-time gift of at least $100 or two $50 installments or $10 per month for 1 year to become KP founding partners. The names of our founding partners will be engraved onto a metal leaf that will become a part of a bigger tree that will scale a wall in the foyer of our new building. Each partner will also receive a special thank you gift from Alaska.
This is your chance to become a part of a legacy that your children and your children's children will be proud to be a part of. The impact of the messages contained in these episodes will resound for generations to come. They are life-transforming and designed to equip Christians to engage and overcome the cultural challenges that we face in our generation today.
As visitors pass through our headquarters, your name will be displayed for all to see. However, if you choose to send your gift anonymously, we respect your privacy, but please let us know which state you are in so that we can see how this program is impacting homes across the U.S. and around the world. Thank you for your partnership. We have several ways to give, and they include secured giving through our website at wisdomapologetics.com. We also have secured text to give by texting the amount you plan to give to the number 1-909-500-4675. That number again is 1-909-500-4675. Press send and you will receive a link to fill out a one-time giving form. From then on, you can simply text the amount that you'd like to give to the number 909-500-4675, and you'll receive a receipt immediately following. For checks, please mail to Wisdom Apologetics at P.O. Box 231568, Anchorage, Alaska 99523. That address again is P.O. Box 231568, Anchorage, Alaska 99523. Thank you.
Thank you.
So,